Good evening. My name is Joe Shantz. I'm currently the Fort Orange chairperson, and I want to thank you all for attending this evening. Tonight we're going to have a couple different presenters. We're going to have Jeff Semsky, who's going to be talking about our membership. Keith Bemis will be talking about program. Rob Pattison is going to be talking about financing and fund development. And Paul Koch and Joe Manford will be talking about unit service tonight. So at this time, I'd like to talk to you about what the Fort Orange District actually is. Next slide. Okay. So what exactly is the Fort Orange District? Well, first off, the Twin Rivers Council is very large. It goes from northern Columbia County westward over to Montgomery County, all the way up to the Canadian border. The whole council is split into 5 different districts, of which Fort Orange is one of them. And we service Albany County. We may be servicing just one county, but we have a lot of residents and scouts in Albany County. We serve currently all the school districts inside Albany County, and as far as units go, we have 45 units servicing over 800 youth and 400 adults inside our county here. So the next question is actually who makes up the Fort Orange District? Well, the Fort Orange District is made up of everyone in the district. That could be a parent, could be a youth scout, a unit leader, a district leader, unit commissioners, etc. The one thing you all need to remember is, just like your own scouting units back home, is that we are all volunteers. Every person on the district is a volunteer. We have no paid positions. So what can the Fort Orange District do for you? We have a simple goal to try to ensure the growth and success of your scouting unit. We're also the liaison between the council and your scouting units. We're working both with your units, and then we work with council on planning. As a district, we have 4 core areas that we try to provide service for. One is the membership team, who work with the council and then work with our district PACs, troops, and posts to grow their scouting. Our program team concentrates on helping scouting units through training adult leaders, advancement and recognition for the youth, and activities, things like the Pinewood Derby or the Klondike Derby and Camp Paris. We also do community service. If you've gone to a parade down in Albany, we've usually got a large contingent down there, and helping you with camp promotion. Our fund development works on fundraising options. The one you know most of is popcorn, but we also do district fundraisers that help contribute to the overall council budget. And last, we realize since we're all volunteers, we should be recognizing our volunteers. And as such, we have certain awards that people can be nominated for each year. The District Award of Merit, the Sherlock Cub Scouter Award, the Harbula Service Award, and the Momberger Lifetime Award. In addition to these awards, there are also unit awards down at your units at PACs and troop level that we also work to award things to and nominate them for their awards. So that basically is what our Fort Orange District is. At this time, I'd like to turn you over to our membership discussion tonight with Jeff Semsky.
All right, thank you, Joe. So let's move on to membership and recruiting. So we're going to cover, starting with some great results from fall 2021. We know we all took some big hits with the pandemic, some loss of scouts, and what we saw is with our fall 2021 recruiting results that all of the units did a really great job in Fort Orange. So a big round of applause and cheer of thank yous We had, just in Cub Scouts alone, we had 160 new Cub Scouts join the Fort Orange district. And then the units have been doing a great job of bringing the pressure on in 2022 already, with 1 new crew, 27 new Cubs, and 8 new Scouts BSA already this year. So what we're going to move ahead to is spring recruiting. I know for a lot of people, this is something very new. Spring recruiting, we've never done spring recruiting before, and one of the focuses from the national level on down is not to end your recruiting just in the fall. Continue it all year round. Move to a focus that families can join any time of the year. Really helps to encourage keeping that summertime program active and maintaining that interest in membership all the way through to the start of the school year and fall time again. Focus on fun and fun events. We're going to talk about some of those in the next upcoming slide. And for Cub Scout recruitment, a really big focus on both formal and informal events. So informal events using normal friend activities to get friends and family excited in scouting, as well as more formal scouting events to introduce people to scouting. At the bottom of this page, and you'll be able to see it on the replay, we've included a playbook from the national level that you can use to plan these events out. One of the things you'll also notice is I'm wearing a Class B shirt, and one of the big focuses is to have some of your adult leaders in Class Bs. So new people new to scouting are less intimidated to go up and start talking to those people. So we talked about a normal friend activity is introducing people to scouts. That is having kinds of activities that anyone might have, maybe an ice cream social, or a kickball event, or a volleyball event, or basketball, maybe a pool night or a movie night, as ways to introduce new families and new children to scouting. So different ways to start bringing people and introducing them to the scouting program and getting them more involved. One of the other big opportunities that we have to use for this spring recruiting are these recruiting kits. So the Twin Rivers Council is making these available. There's 2 types of kits available. A spring recruiting kit, so if you're an existing unit and you want to do some recruiting, these recruiting kits you can sign up for. Or if you want to start a new unit, there's some different materials for starting up a brand new unit. These kits contain stickers, yard signs, peer-to-peer cards, postcards, sheets and information about how to run your events, sign-up sheets, pens. So all of that information is given to you through your recruitment kit, as well as flyers. To get this recruitment kit, you go to the recruitment marketing website. We're actually going to look at that in just a little bit. And then there's a link where you fill out some information for Tori Carmen on Twin Rivers Council and her team, and they will produce a kit and have it ready just for you to use at your recruiting event. So some great opportunities to not only plan events, but to have those materials made ready for you. On to next, we'll talk about some other resources that you have at your fingertips to use for membership and recruiting events. So 2 of the things I'd like to highlight are both, first on the Twin Rivers Council, Tori's team, which includes Tori Carmen, Tyler, and Quinn, have put together a great set of web resources that include best practices. It includes templates, it includes videos, it includes pictures, it includes all sorts of links to go out to training materials. So lots of great information for you to use on your recruiting. The other site we'll take a look at is BSA Brand Center, where they have lots of material available, including video, graphics, slides, whether you want to use it to produce your own materials, to put up on your Facebook or your Instagram sites, to create your own flyers with. So lots of fantastic content. So let's start by taking a quick look at what's available on the Twin Rivers website. So if you go to your Twin Rivers website, and if you look at the top, you'll see a member and recruitment page. There is a selection for the Recruitment and Marketing Hub. On this page, there is a huge set of information available to you to access. So here's the link to get your recruitment kits. If you want to get your recruitment kit, it's right here. There's printable information for Cub Scout packs, information for troop recruiting resources, additional information for unit marketing, as well as doing promotions on social media. And Quinn on the council can also help you get your social media planned and going. And then finally, there's links to the membership webinars that National has put on. There's been some great material that's come out since this fall, so I would highly encourage people to take a look at those, as well as graphics and images that you can use on your websites and on your recruiting. And then finally, I'll discuss this in a few slides, but the link to get flyers printed. So let's go take a look at BSA Brand Center and see what's available there as well. So there's some, BSA has a site called BSA Brand Center that has a huge set of material available, including all of the current emphasis, the Spring Adventure On campaign, the National Jamboree, and if you dive in here, you can start to get access to more resources. So I'm in the Scouting Adventure On section here. You can see I can access flyers, logos, postcards, posters. So I can choose to download and use this information in my recruiting material if I want to use it, so I can access it from here. I would also note that many of these flyers are available on the council membership website in Word format that's easier to access. So some great examples of material that you can use to for planning out your recruiting efforts. So if we go on, did someone mention flyers? So we get this question a lot. A lot of people ask, can we get flyers? So the answer is absolutely. The Twin Rivers Council will help, will print flyers for you. And if you need help producing flyers, you can either reach out to us on the Fort Orange District or reach out to Tori and her team at the Twin Rivers Council. They will help, they will help you create the flyers. And then to get those printed, you do go back to that membership page, go back to that little spot at the bottom that I showed you. And there's a form to fill out to ask Tori to produce that. And so you can get those flyers printed and available and sent out to you. So it's a great way, if you need flyers printed, the council has resources to get those done. So lots of great material on membership and recruiting. We are planning to hold some more town hall meetings just on membership for those questions that you have. And on that note, I will turn it over to Keith Bemis on program.
Thank you, Jeff. Some really exciting stuff with membership, and when you get those new members in, you want to have a great program. So a couple of exciting things coming up, and one of the big things for Cub Scouts on Sunday, April 24th, we have the District Pinewood Derby, and it's going to be at a neat place called the Hangar at 743. It's got these great World War II planes right there in the forum where the track is going to be right in front of them and allow for them to take a look and enjoy the history and enjoy the view there. We're also going to have a STEM function with it as well. We're going to have experiments, and being there at the Airplane Museum, you'll be able to accomplish some of those requirements. I was there for PAC 1232's Pinewood Derby, and it was pretty cool, and there's a picture of the track right in front of the airplane. So it's an opportunity to come out. It's only $5 per Cub Scout. It's an opportunity to race your car amongst all the other cars throughout Fort Orange District and see how it does, and check out the great planes. There's also some potential other items of interest that'll be there as well. We also have, for Cub Scouts in the summertime, we have a Cub Day Camp. We have a Castle Rotary, so we got the Medieval Cub Scout Day Camp program going on. It's July 11th through the 15th, as well as up at Castle Wapomani, known as Camp Wapomani, in August. So the great thing about the one at Rotary Scout Reservation if you're like, how am I going to get my Cubs there? Well, there is a busing available. Just for a low price of $50, you will be able to be picked up. There's different locations such as the Hannaford at Delaware Avenue in Bethlehem, Colony Center at Macy's, and there's also, if you're over towards the Schenectady area, there's also Schenectady, and then for those up north at Exit 9. So there's great activities, there's games, there's the range like BB guns and archery, crafts, nature, science, scout skills, and much more. It's a lot of fun. I know that in the past, I spent time there as one of the staff members, enjoying taking and volunteering my time with the Cub Scouts and enjoying the fellowship and teaching them skills. So if you're also interested in taking some time and being there as well, they're looking forward to that as well. We also have Cub Scout Resident Camp. Those treasure hunters out there, July 24th to the 27th. It's an opportunity, once again, to get to see all the different great activities at Rotary Scout Reservation. And it's an opportunity for you to spend some time overnight there. So it's July 24th to the 27th, and you'll find this right on the website as well. One of the things that, as Jeff was mentioning, we'll be also having some more meetings and more communications going out regarding events coming up. I know that we are working on more website presence and also social media presence to really build on our program, and also helping out in a variety of areas. So, Scouts BSA. A lot of you have already set up for going to Rotary Scout Reservation for summer camp. The deadline for the $100 deposit is tomorrow. One of the great things about Rotary Scout Reservation this year is it's their 100th anniversary. And yes, there is going to be a centennial dinner. Save this date, July 30th. Yes, July 30th, centennial dinner. Now, Camp Waupami is another beautiful camp of the councils, and it's located up in the Fort Anne area, just outside of Lake George. And they'll have a summer program July 9th through the 10th, in which they'll have the different ranges open as well as waterfront. It's a nice high adventure program up at Camp Waupami. As another side note, during the time of the year, get out to Rotary Scout Reservation, get out to Camp Waupami. They're great places to build on your scouting skills as a unit. There's winter camping as well as spring and summer and fall camping, and it's really great places. And we're also going to be looking to develop some programs where if you go to the different camps, that there may be other requirements you can accomplish. For example, at Rotary Scout Reservation, not far away is a mountain called Berlin Mountain. It's the highest mountain in Rensselaer County. And if you go from the Green Hollow Trailhead, you accomplish the 1,000 feet for the Camping Merit Badge. And it's a great hike up an old stagecoach road up to the Taconic Ridge Crest Trail. Now, all units, Cubs, Scouts BSA, Venturing, Explorers, we will have the Fort Orange District Fall Camporee, Save the Weekend, September 30th, October 1st, October 2nd. It's going to be dealing with first aid, emergency preparedness, search and rescue, medical professions, the EMS. So all levels. Just like what we saw up at the Scaticoke Fair and the Silver Jubilee, we'll have a program for all levels, and it's going to be a focus in on being prepared with the first aid and emergency preparedness. So more to come on that. Save the date. We'll be getting involved in more communications on that. Another exciting event coming on at the national level, you probably just heard about this. It's the 2023 National Jamboree, July 19th to the 28th in 2023. I was very fortunate to be and honored to be a Scoutmaster of one of the 3 troops that went to National Jamboree in 2017. It's a phenomenal experience. Myself and my 2 boys went. We also had, in my troop, a total of 8 scouts and 2 adults went. There's 40 individuals in each troop going down, and it's a lot of fun. You meet scouts across the country and even in the world, and there's all sorts of activities, whether it be zip lining or other activities. There's rifle range, there's aquatics and waterfront, there was scuba diving, there was a whole thing on CSI, which was pretty cool. So look for more information. There'll be more information coming out. It literally just was launched out this week. On to Eagles, Trail to Eagle. One of the things I want to mention to you is that there is a new application. So if you have any Eagle Scout candidates that are filling out that application, make sure in the lower corner it says February 2022. That's the latest and greatest application. Always, if you're looking for the latest, always go to the national website. They have it there, and we'll also be communicating that out as well. So there'll be the link. One of the things we've also made a change this year is that we've split up the duties so that we have one individual working on the project's proposals, so you'll be submitting it in. Same email address as you have in the past. Mike Harding will be focusing on the project proposals, and he's got a team of reviewers. And then we also have Jeff Cummington, who will be coordinating the board's review, and he'll be reviewing those. I want to thank Jeffrey Goldmere for his service in helping us out in the Eagle Scout process. And we're looking forward to both Mike and Jeff taking on those responsibilities this year. Like I said, there'll be more information coming on that. Now, along with it, there is a brand new merit badge called Citizenship and Society. So as of July 1st, 2022, that will be a requirement for Eagle. So you might say, well, what about my Eagle Scout candidates right now? If they complete all of their current rank requirements for Eagle up through June 30th, then they'll be able to submit their application and have the board review. The application does not need to be submitted prior to July 1st as long as all the requirements are completed before July 1st. More communication will be going out about that merit badge. It's a real exciting new merit badge, a little different format. Also, some more information about how to become a counselor. One of the great things is we already have counselors in Fort Orange District, and so you'll be hearing more information about that. Training, we have the University of Scouting coming up at Rotary Scout Reservation on May 21st. It's an opportunity to learn about a variety of items, skills, knowledge regarding our scouting program. So take a look at that catalog. You can go online and register for that event. In April, we have a couple of big things going on. April 9th, we have a nice leadership program with the Cub Scout leaders, Den Chief, Scoutmaster, Assistant Scoutmaster. Also, we have in April, end of April, up at Camp Wapami, the Introduction to Outdoor Leadership Skills. That's also part of the curriculum that you need to be trained as a Scout leader. Baloo, for those Cub leaders who want to go camping with their packs, May 20th to 21st at Camp Wapami. Also, some really interesting experience training, the USA Archery Level 1 at Camp Wapami on April 23rd. All those information is on the website, and more information will be coming out and some communications out to you. One other item is the Order of the Arrow. The Order of the Arrow is the National Honor Society of Boy Scouts. And so we have the induction season coming up. So we've been having elections, and we have a lot of candidates that are going to go through the inductions. I encourage all our units to be getting our candidates to those inductions. You'll hear more information about that this spring. For our Arrowmen right now, there is a spring fellowship at Camp Wapami, April 22nd to the 24th. Some of you remember the ICE weekends where you learned about induction and etc. ceremonies. Well, there's also going to be a combined with a brotherhood hike and fellowship. So there'll be a spring fellowship. Like you have in fall, there'll be a one in the spring. As the previous chapter advisor, it's a lot of fun, and TMOC chapter is run by our chief, Frank Schaefer, and our chapter advisor, Matt Cachet. NOAC. So the National Order of the Arrow Conference is July 25th through the 30th this summer, and it's going to be at the University of Tennessee, in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's a great event. I also had the opportunity to go to the NOAC, and the last NOAC, and we had a lot of fun, and I encourage all airmen, if you haven't had a chance to sign up and go. Like I said, there's going to be a lot more information coming out on program. This is just a snippet of some of the pieces that we're working on. Now I would like to turn it over to our District Commissioner, Paul Koch.
Good evening. I'm here to talk about unit service. What is unit service and how is it provided? It's provided mainly by your commissioner staff. Your commissioners are volunteers who are fully trained to handle tasks to assist your unit. They are not there to tell your unit what to do or to order or direct your unit on how you run their unit. They're there as a friend to the unit, to bring to you everything we just talked about. If you have a question on events coming up, it's your unit commissioner who gets you the answers. If they don't have the answer, it's their duty to direct you to the advancement chair or the membership chair or anywhere on the committee or in council that can help you with that. A big duty of the commissioner is to help with charter. We're just finishing up charter season. Hopefully everyone's done by now. I have not seen a readout recently, so I'm guessing that all charters are in and complete. If not, I'll be reaching out to those 1 or 2 units that are not. But a big duty is to help you get that charter finished and in as soon as possible, and always find you the help you need for it. We are an independent voice for you. We're not there to tell one person or the other person they're doing right or wrong necessarily, but to find the resources and guide you through what you need. We have a new program that has not been done nationally before, and we just started it in our council, and it's called the Youth Leadership Corps, or Youth Advisors, correct?
Youth Leadership Corps, correct.
Youth Leadership Corps. We have Joe Manfred here, who is our council youth advisor, right?
Youth Council Advocate.
Youth Council Advocate. The names are changing and everything. I'm just getting them down right now. I had the honor of mentoring the start of this program, and I'm going to have Joe describe what that program is right now and how they also help the unit.
Alrighty, so the Youth Leadership Corps, our motto is the adventure starts with youth, as the youth are the backbone of this organization. The mission of the Youth Leadership Corps is to inform, engage, and empower the youth on district and council decisions and activities. We're also here to give a voice to youth visions in scouting. Now, what do? We are here for the youth. We're here to make sure that their voice is being heard. We're also here to make sure that, we're able to help them progress in the program as much as we possibly can. We're also, we're a friendly face to them. We're going to go talk to the units. We're going to go into the unit and be like, hey, how can we help you? What can council and the district do to help you? So we want to be a friendly face. So a lot of the people that are in the program are camp counselors, where they're in the OA, or if they're just other friendly faces in the program. Now, in the program, we have a couple positions. We have the Council Youth Advocate, which is myself. Then we have the District Youth Advocates, which are, they are specific for each district. And then we also have our Roundtable Youth Advocates, which are specified in each program. Now we're going to kind of backtrack to that one slide real quick. The district PLC meetings. We'll be hosting PLC meetings for all senior patrol leaders or assistant senior patrol leaders to inform them on what is happening in the district. It could either be spring camporees or fall camporees, Klondikes, summer camp, or any other event that the district feels the need to have the senior patrol leaders informed on. Now, numbers. Let's look at the numbers real quick. It's always a fun slide. The venturing program is the lowest in council. Let's just, it's hard to look at. So how can we do that? Let's try to get people or scouts who are in the program, 17 through 20, let's get them back in adventure scouting. Scouting does not stop at Eagle Scout. You can continue on. We're all sitting up here. I'm probably the youngest on this board. We're still all in scouting. Now, the impacts of the Youth Leadership Corps, where there's youth input on program, youth voices heard in the commissioner's cabinet, creating a program to keep scouts engaged, supporting scouts' goals, and then maintaining a high retention rate by creating a good quality program, and providing leadership opportunity, and most importantly, happy campers. So, the main quote is, whenever you are fishing, okay, A fisherman does not bait his hook with the food he likes, he uses the food the fish likes. Robert Baden-Powell. You know, when we're creating a program, we want to talk to the scouts. What program do they like? What program do they want to see? What trainings do they want to see? You know, we can sit here all up on this panel and be like, all right, we want to see the scouts do this, but the scouts aren't going to bite on that. We need to see the program that the scouts want to see, the scouts want to do to keep them in the program. And this starts at Cub Scouts and goes all the way up to Venture Scouts. We want to keep them in the program as much as possible so this program can stick around for many future generations. So if you have somebody, or if you know somebody that is interested, that wants to join the Youth Leadership Corps, you can contact me at youthaDvocate@trcscouting.org, or you can drop a comment and I can always reply to you that way. But I'm going to then switch it over to Rob Patterson.
All right, great. So the last thing we have on our program tonight is talk to you about finance, and then we'll get into your Q&A, any questions you may have for any of the people on the panel things we spoke about so far. So I'm going to talk to you about finance. Two areas. One is what are the opportunities that we can provide your scouts and your families in the packs and troops and crews and posts, how to raise funds for scouting activities. And then two, show you ways in which you can help raise funds for council to provide the resources and services that you can provide back to your pack and your troop and your crew and post. So that's the two main functions of what fundraising. First thing I want to bring to your attention is that there are partial scholarships, or as council call their camperships, available for summer camp. And it's good for both the Cub Scout program, whether it's day camp or resident camp at Rotary. There's also a 2-day camp up at Wapomedy. I know that's a further of a drive for us in Albany County, but there is that there as well. And then there's resident camp for the Scouts BSA. So this link, I have provided the Google form link below. It's also on Rotary's Scout reservations site that you can get to from the Twin Rivers Council page on how to fill it out. But again, I want to bring this to every parent and leader's attention because of the pending deadline. The factors that are going be taken into consideration whether to give out these camperships are, one is the Scouts family ability to pay. Two, they're going to then ask about your troop or charter organization's ability to pay for your Scout PSA. And then lastly, they're going to look at whether the troop has done fundraising opportunities. And if all those are not enough to send the Scout to camp, to resident camp at Rotary, there's up to $160 for resident camp. Now, again, the deadline is April 1st because all payments to get to the $475 rate is due by May 15th. So they want to let you know that decision before that final payment is due for your Scout for summer resident camp. Cub Scouts have the same deadline, but there's a little more time to pay for Cub Scout day camp and resident camp, so you have a little bit more flexibility on time. But it's the same criteria. It's the Scouts family's ability to pay. Can the PAC or its charter organization help pay? Has the PAC done fundraising opportunities such as popcorn? And then if the answer is that it's not enough to help pay, there's a campership up to $50 for the 5-day Cub Scout day camp at Rotary, as Keith spoke about. And there's up to $100 for the Cub Scout resident camp, again at Rotary, that Keith spoke about. So that's there for your Scouts. Some of the other items I want to then show is the Twin Rivers Council page on some of the ways that you can help support council without even thinking too much about it. So I'm going to bring that up. And you see at the top, there's a fundraising page right here, right on council's main page. And the third item down is to shop Amazon and support us. So this is much better than Smile, Amazon Smile, for those who've used that before. So if you're buying anything on Amazon, like I do, if you just go start your Amazon purchase through this link, you'll have a much greater percentage of your sale go to Twin Rivers Council to help support scouting programs. There's also here, you see, if you have a car that you want to donate rather than sell, there's that feature there. And also on there's some donation sites for if you want to make a tax-deductible donation to council. There's that, as well as if you want to make an endowment type donation, that's here on the fundraising level as well. So the other thing I want to scroll down, if you guys could scroll down, is we now have an online store for the Twin Rivers Council. Oh, where's the membership piece? On the main page. scroll down. There's an online store here. There's a link on the council online store. It's councilstuff.com/364. You can buy a lot of cool old patches from Twin Rivers Council. There is now we finally got it here. You can see some patches to go on your uniform here on your left shoulder sleeve. We have prior Friends of Scouting, CSPs, people who made tax-exempt donations in the past. Keith spoke about the National Jamboree in 2017. Their patches that year were the original 6 franchises in the National Hockey League. We have 4 of them still here, so if you like Montreal Canadiens, Detroit Red Wings, the Chicago Blackhawks, the New York Rangers, we have patches for you. So they're right here on the store. You can do everything online. It will get shipped to you right to your house. If there's any other questions, feel free. Now's the time to ask us.
Back near the beginning of the presentation, one person in the chat asked, can we hear more about online registration? What are the best ways to get folks started with scouting?
Great. So, lots of options there. So to just start with registration, if it's a new scout, the best thing is to guide them to the Be a Scout site and to find your unit. Even better, if you go to your Be a Scout site page, you will have access to that little barcode that you can share that will bring new families right to your scout troop and scout unit to register. But Be a Scout is the greatest, and the electronic sign up is an easy way to get them to register. Again, setting up some informal and formal activities to introduce new families to scouting is probably the best way to have them help find your units. Lots of different opportunities there. As an example, we had some Cub Scout units have pizza shops put out flyers on top of pizza boxes. So lots of clever ways to get that information out to you. One of the other things I wanted to add on there is if you have scouts who are crossing over from Cub Scouts to Scouts BSA, they can do that completely electronically now. So they can purely through the online system, they can do that without any extra paperwork.
All right, there are no other questions in the chat at the moment. Is there anything else from the panelists?
I would say, no, again, you have membership here with Jeff Semsky, program with Keith, unit service with Paul and Joe. Joe Shands is the district chair, and I can answer any questions around fundraising or finance. We're volunteers just like you. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us, and we'll be glad to take up items offline. If there's anything you want to delve into more detail, we can set up seminars related to membership or other programs that we can offer your unit, your pack, your troop. Thank you.